Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for today's pick and roll live stream for Tuesday, November 26th. We have a 5-game slate to work with today, so some pretty good matchups as well. No big spreads, so opportunity knocks for some more bets today. We've technically had 5 straight days of profit. Yesterday was a slightly above even day, but we're pretty much even on the season. Definitely a great roadway to get in and get some profit on the season here. So it's a great time to get subscribed to the channel, especially if you're new. We go live every weekday morning right here again on the Board YouTube channel for Pick and Roll live stream presented by the FanDuel Sportsbook. And also make sure you drop a like if you do enjoy this one along the way. We'll start off today's show by recapping what we saw from yesterday's plays. It was, like I said, a slightly profitable day in the end. Honestly, we've talked a lot about some bad luck on the show this season. There was a lot of good luck from this one here. Zubac, despite the blowout, covers nice and early, so that was a great read. Capella, I don't know how this one stays under 13.5 points plus assists. He had 12 very early in this game. Stays at just the 13, so we win that. Cam Thomas also had 18, I think close to halftime on 27.5 points plus rebounds. He stays under his 27 by just 1.5, so we're happy about that. Unfortunately, one of the SGPs, Ben Mathurin, doesn't hit his 15 points. Brandon Ingram doesn't play. Depending on where you bet it, this one may void. This one also may lose for us. For FanDuel, unfortunately, it lost. But easily could have won if Mathurin had hit any one of his threes. A lot to cover from this, but yeah. You want to talk about any of these plays?
This one was ugly. So instead of being defended by Ingram or Trey Murphy, with Ingram out, they started Javonte Green, and then he defended him, and he's the best defensive player on the Pelicans. So yeah, that was rough, and he was also very inefficient. 0 from 4 from three. We only needed one, mostly wide open. Nothing to do much there. Tyrese was cooking and didn't want to pass the ball in the second half. So yeah.
Somebody in chat. Now, you want to talk about bad beats. Anthony had Malik Beasley over on threes. He went 3 of 3 to start the game and then missed 11 in a row. Yeah, I was watching that one. Of course, that one was
Yeah,
unreal. On
that was
the
rough.
on the Jakob Pertl stuff, because somebody in chat mentions that it could be that Jakob Pertl overs are in trouble because of Scotty. I guess in a way, but also it was just a weird lack of playtime for Pertl yesterday. He was splitting playtime with 2 other bigs because Bruno Fernando and Jonathan Mobo were getting minutes, which doesn't typically happen with both of them getting minutes at the 5. And the Raptors, they were playing poorly, and Barnes just kind of took over. So I don't think will be a common trend. I guess we'll see from a matchup basis, but certainly yesterday, the Raptors were in a hole, and Barnes had to dig them out on his own. And especially late game, the Raptors ran no sets. It was just all iso ball, so pretty ugly. But again, slightly profitable day. We'll take it. 3.8% ROI. I mean, you get that every day, you're going to be doing really, really well. So again, roadway for some profit on the season. Let's talk about this presenting sponsor on the channel before we get into the games today, the FanDuel Sportsbook. Still, FanDuel is providing you with some fantastic offers for the season, including 3 months of NBA League Pass. All you have to do to catch every tip-off and buzzer beater in the NBA is place any $5 bet on the NBA. You'll get access to League Pass, NBA League Pass for 3 months, courtesy of FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. You can follow along your bets. You can follow along the bets from the show. Why not sweat them out live with League Pass? And on top of this, for a limited time, new customers commit $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. So next time you're making a play, consider betting it on FanDuel, and you can watch your picks come to life live with League Pass. Just visit FanDuel.com/board to get 3 months of League Pass, courtesy of FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For candidates in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bet, which expires 7 days after receipt. For 3 months free trial, the full price of League Pass will be automatically charged monthly. Cancel anytime. No refunds. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Limit 1 pass per customer. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. So how the show works, we're going to jump into the 5-game slate here, hear from Pips, any analysis, any picks. Then we'll hand it over to you guys in the chat. If you have any questions or have any bets you want us to react to, send them in. You can send them in right now, and I'll queue them up for a little bit later on in the show. Starting off, we'll go to the top of the board. We've got the Chicago Bulls taking on the Washington Wizards, two of the not-so-great teams in the NBA. Washington at home, +5 underdogs here, over-under, big one at 245. Any reads for this game, Pips?
Uh, Wizards look better with Brogdon in the starting lineup. Some decent size for a guard, some veteran playmaking, and I don't know. I like Brogdon, so inserting him there they kind of look better last couple of games. So think they should compete tonight. So the spread is also confirming that. So yeah, I think we are done for a game.
Yeah, recently Wizards games have just been double-digit spreads everywhere, but today, just a 5 for the 2-13 Wizards. The Bulls 7-11. They feel like they should be winning this game, but perhaps more of a test being put up by the Wizards. Any bets you're looking at for this game?
Yeah, I think this is a spot for big same game parlay.
Right.
Uh, we'll do pool 20 plus. We'll do Vucevic 15 plus.
Okay.
We'll go to the Josh Giddey 6 plus assists. And as the last part, Malcolm Brogdon 10 plus points.
All right. So we got 4-leg big SGP. That was Brogdon 10 plus.
10 plus, yeah.
So we've got Jordan Poole 20 plus points, Nikola Vucevic 15 plus points, Malcolm Brogdon 10 plus points, and Josh Giddey 6 plus assists. That is the first official bet of the day. Can you take us through why you like this one?
Yeah, Poole crushed this line so far this season. I forgot to share my screen just a second.
No worries.
Here we go.
Yep.
So Poole crushed this line this season. Any game that he played competitive minutes, we can see that he scored over this line in 10 out of 12, average 23 points, and now gets a great matchup. Bulls are now ranked as the second worst defense, playing at the second highest pace, allowing a ton of points in transition and pick and roll ball handler, allowing a ton of points above the break and at the rim. Overall, perfect matchup for Jordan Poole. On the other side, we have Vucevic. Vucevic scored 15 plus points in almost every game so far this season. Only game he didn't cover was that huge blowout game against the Rockets and a game against the Bucks where he was 6 of 15. But that's a difficult matchup for him inside to score against Brook Lopez. So if you look at this, he's covered this in 15 out of 16 games. Now get the all the green stuff over here. They are terrible against pick and roll. They are terrible against post up, allowing free throws, allowing putbacks, and overall, even this looks like a great matchup. So overall, Wizards are the worst. This is the battle of fourth and second highest pace and the worst and second worst defense in the league. So overs here always looks nice. Brogdon came back, scored first two games, struggled a bit, but then scored 18 and 15 points in the last two games. 18 against the Boston Celtics, impressive. He was a starter against the Bulls. He should get 10 points with eyes closed easily. Last part of this bet is of course Josh Giddey. Hate this, but it's assists, and he was kind of crushing the assist lately. Like when he gets good minutes, he over this line in 11 out of 15 games, and the Wizards allowed like worst defense, high pace, everything. So this should be a great matchup for him to cover the assist as well. So overall, we have four great looking bets in a terrible defensive game with high space and total of 250 points. I think we have a great chance of hitting this.
All right, there we go. That is the first play of the day. Jordan Poole, 20 plus points. Nikola Vucevic, 15 plus points. Malcolm Brogdon, 10 plus points. Josh Giddey, 6 plus assists, plus 330 odds at FanDuel. As always, make sure you check if there's any boost tokens that FanDuel is offering as well. You can even add on to the big SGP prices or any other wagers, depending on what's available that you make throughout the rest of the day and beyond. Let's go to the next game. Interesting matchup. As always, I would say when you get these two teams here, the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Miami Heat. Spread here, +2 for the Bucks away in Miami. 222.5 is the over/under on this one. The Bucks have been quietly playing a lot better. They've won 4 games in a row. I know they haven't played the best teams in the last 3 games here, but they were losing to some bad teams earlier on in the season. Now they're starting to win some games. What's changed for the Bucks from your perspective, Pibbs? How are they starting to win a few more games here? They're up to 8 and 9 on the season.
Yeah, it's mostly due to playing poor teams. They played Bulls, Pacers, and Hornets in the last 3 games. Games against the Houston that they won, they shouldn't won.
Yeah.
The game winning possession, they were awarded points even though Giannis stepped out. And then Houston had another chance, and they missed like an easy, like
Yeah, the
bunny
Şengün one.
where Şengün won, and yeah, they weren't supposed to win that one. So game before they lost to the Hornets. So yeah, they won 3 games in a row with against the Bulls, Pacers, and Hornets, three of the worst teams in the league. They did look better because previously they were struggling even against teams like Hornets and Bulls, but. Yeah, Giannis is playing incredible this season. Giannis is pushing hard. He probably understands like I need to be at top of my game in order for us to win.
Yeah.
Average career high in points. I think it's close to being career high in assists and rebounds as well. I think it's one of the career highs in efficiency as well. So overall, all things improved, and they need that for him in order to be successful. One of the most surprising things is that Giannis is shooting 50% from mid range, actually like 51% on like 80 attempts, which is like 4 per game,
Yeah.
which is in the top of the league. I think he's like second best mid range shooter this season. And
Yeah.
the shot looks better. Shot looks more fluid. So a decent counter and probably to save some physical energy. So overall, they do look better, but today is the first difficult matchup. It's not a difficult matchup, but it's average, I would say.
A good test. And I guess there's a reason why they're still underdogs here against the Heat, who haven't been anything spectacular this season with 500
But they are
record.
healthy now. Everyone is ready. I think Butler is playing, Rozier is playing.
Oh yeah,
Hero is
even
playing,
even
Ball is
Rozier
playing.
actually is probable tonight. Just take
Yeah.
that in.
So they are healthy, which is
Does so healthy Heat, Bucks kind of getting some guys back. Any bets for this game you're looking at?
I think like the best bet should be probably Tyler Hero, so we don't have any bets.
Okay. Instead of betting Tyler Hero,
I'll
we'll
show you
move
like
on.
yeah, numbers are saying like easy bet on Tyler Hero. Numbers are like okay, this is a great bet. We can look at the numbers on. I'll just show you, but you still won't bet it for Tyler
So
Hero.
you can bet it though if you want. Somebody can bet. Hey,
Yeah.
it's up to the discretion of the bettor, as any pick is.
Yeah, so if you take a look when he's not playing like top 10 defenses in the league, as Bucks are not, he's already line in 8 out of 11 games, averaged 26 points, scoring most of his points as pick and roll ball handler in transition and above the break 3, all green for this like easy matchup for him. Bucks always he's a pull-up shooter from three from mid-range against the deep drop coverage. That should be money, and yeah, good matchup. Like one of the best for Tyler Hero, but it's Tyler Hero, so no bets on this one.
So his current line is
You're-
over 20 and a half. It's 21 and a half at FanDuel. If anybody's interested,
yeah,
um, this is the day Hero scores like 40 points or something. Can you even
yeah,
bet? Let me see. I'm curious. What are the odds on Ty Hero 40 plus?
three, three, 300,
3,200. That's probably not. I don't know. That's good. Let me see. What's the percentage on that? At
like
3,200.
3%.
Oh, it's literally 32, 33%. Yeah.
It's exactly 3%.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, 3%. I had decimal
yeah,
33. 33%. Eh, I don't know about that.
yeah.
um,
I think there is
yeah.
like 3% chance that he
I'm just
scores
yeah. I'm
40.
just thinking if you like Tyler Hero and if you're saying Tyler's a good spot, you don't want to put a full unit Tyler Hero. You can go on an alt line here and maybe take a chance there. But 40 is quite a lot in a low scoring game. Like he's got to get 40% of his team's points essentially with something like that. So
Yeah.
use the information as you will. We're gonna move on to the next game
Uh,
here. Oh, you have anything else?
yeah, sure, sure. Moving on. I don't
All
any
right.
issues with that.
Next game, we've got the Rockets and the Timberwolves. Rockets are 3.5 point underdogs on the road. Over under here at 220. The Houston Rockets, 12-6. I'm just laughing because people on Twitter have been saying Jalen Green taking this team to 12-6. It's probably the inverse, the team taking him to 12-6. But the Rockets are
Yeah,
playing really well this
yeah.
season. 12-6 record.
Rockets are 12-6 despite starting Jalen Green and Fred
Despite,
VanVleet.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're playing against the 8-8 Timberwolves. Yet we've got a weird spread here, plus 3.5 on the road for the Rockets. As I said, do you agree with the spread for this
Uh,
game?
yes. In order for the Rockets to win this game, we need buckets from Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet. I don't see it. If you rely on Terry Easton, Eamon Thompson, and Şengün scoring on Gobert entire game, you're in a tough spot. So we need to make jumpers. Any team that wants to win against the Wolves needs to make jumpers. We don't have shooters on our team. So this one will be rough. I probably win under 220 points here because we can score on Wolves and Wolves can score on us. It will be if you're a fan of like 90s ball, low scoring games or 2000s, early 2000s, this is it. This is it, guys. Like
Take you
maybe we
back. All
see
the people who want that old
both
school
teams
ball.
staying under 100 points in this one wouldn't be a surprise to me at all.
Wow.
So I already made a bet, but it heavily moved. I knew it would be moved, so I need to take it. It was Randall under 4.5 assists. I think it's minus 160, minus 150 now. Unplayable. So I don't think I have any bets for this one. I will bet unders, but the lines are so very well adjusted for this
Okay.
garbage game. So yeah, not not much to do there. I can bet Jalen Green because I know he'll take a ton of shots, so it's huge variance. Like point that shots go in or not. I don't think so, but he's usually known for like having good game every once in five. He didn't have a good game for 10 straight, so maybe it's time.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, if it's adjusted at this point, no need to go and make
Uh,
force a bet there.
just one additional opinion on Jalen Green. I think that he is the worst player in the league. Like if you look at the players having his usage, he's like by far the worst player in the league. If you look at the efficiency over the last like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, uh, like players with 25 or more minutes and usage over 20%, he has by far the lowest through shooting, by far the lowest through shooting out of any other player in the league.
So I prefer effective field goal percentage just because just because it doesn't include free throws and it's
But
I
it
think
should
it's a better
include free
sense of
throws, in
it's
my
very bad.
opinion, because he can get to the line, and it should include free throws because
Okay,
he is
fair
one of
enough
the
because you're
most.
getting to the line. Okay.
And he is not getting to the line, which is insane. He is one of the, I would say, one of the most explosive players and for quickest first steps in the league, and he's not getting to the line at all in this type of league where every other high usage player shoots 6, 7 free throws a game. So yeah, he absolutely sucks.
Yeah, he's
And just to
he's a
say, like, uh, he's one of the most explosive players in the league, and his rim rate is 19%. That's almost like Fred VanVleet, or I don't know. It's absurd. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, Fred is one of the worst players in the league on a year-to-year basis at scoring at the rim. It's partially because he's like 6 feet tall, maybe not even, and he takes a lot of shots there. Wow, these Jalen Green numbers. Like RJ Barrett's been inefficient this season, but Jalen Green has an effective field percentage of 4.58, true shooting 5.02. Yeah, that's
And
really
that's
bad.
with the hot start. Like he crashed first 3, 4 games of the season.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
look last 13, I think it's up. It's like 46% through shooting, 47% through shooting, which is unheard of. Like unheard of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
What is this? So he got a 3-year contract, just over 100 million, right? So like 35 million a year.
That's the worst contract I've ever seen. Not because of the money, but because if he figures it out, we don't have him locked in long term. And if he's garbage, we still have 2 years of the contract for him. I don't understand this contract like lengthwise.
It also doesn't make any sense because they had him on another year of his rookie deal to see if last season was real or not. So the timing is strange.
Let's use Jalen Green, Ken Whitmore, and one pick for Zach Lavine, and I am good with that.
And you
Yeah,
don't even like Zach Levine that much, so
yeah.
that's saying something.
But compared to the Jalen Green, he moves this team way above this. Yeah,
Maybe you can trade
reliable
him. I
shooter.
guess I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. We'll go to the next game. The Spurs and the Jazz. Jazz are 2.5 point underdogs at home. Over under here of 226. The Spurs this season treading water, 9-8. The Jazz firmly near the bottom of the NBA standings are 4-12 on the year. Both teams, I think the Spurs just getting confirmation on their injury reports. Yeah, still dealing with a few injuries here and there. No Devin Vassell today. First night of a back-to-back here. Jeremy Sohan still out. Keldon Johnson probable for this one, though. The Spurs playing a lot better than the Jazz, but the spread here maybe doesn't showcasing that. Why would you think that's the case?
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. They are on the road, so 2.5 seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably it. I will have an official bet in this one.
You will? Okay.
Yeah, Wemby 3+ threes and Chris Paul 6+ assists.
Wemby's been shooting the ball this season, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's what, like, especially against the Utah Jazz, incredible. Uh, he's not making a lot, which is
but he's
absurd.
learning.
Yeah, but he's getting there.
That's the thing. He's getting to a point where
Yeah.
he's gonna be a good shooter. That's the plan,
Let me
and they
just
can
check something.
experiment with that
Let me
this
just
year.
check something else. I need to mute this chat
Yeah,
just a
no
second,
worries.
probably. But,
So
yeah,
is this the official pick as is the two plays here?
I'm just thinking out loud. Let me just check something else.
Okay,
Because
no worries.
I prefer maybe Chris Paul 8+ assists with something like Wemby 20+ points. Let
No
me just
worries.
check how did he score, Wemby? Last time they played Utah, he scored 6 threes, and game before that he scored 4 threes. 25 and 24 in those two games. I mean, if he's taking 9 threes, I need to honestly need to take him. He last 3 games, he took 13, 13, 16, 12 threes. Yeah, that's insane amount of threes.
Yeah,
And
for a
when you
guy
look
who's
at the
7 foot
Jazz,
3.
they allow these threes. So yeah, I think I need to take that.
Do you
Let
want to
me
take it
just.
as it is here?
We have like 3+3s and 6+ assists
Yeah, that's what it
for
currently is
yeah.
at. That's what we currently have here.
Well, let's
Are
do
we
it. Yeah,
all right?
yeah. Let's do
Minus
it.
121 odds here at FanDuel for this play here. Chris Paul over, sorry, 6+ assists, and Victor Wembanyama 3+ threes. So let's hear if you have any more analysis. Let's hear from you.
Just the number of threes he's taking. I'll just go to the Wemby. As I said, last couple of games, the amount of threes is 13, 13, 16, 12.
Yeah,
And he already scored 6 and 4 against the Utah Jazz. Kessler is in drop coverage. I don't think they care if Wemby is scoring threes as long as they keep him out of the paint. And I think that's the approach as well for this one. If you take a look this season when he takes 9+3s, he didn't cover only against the Clippers, who have great defense. Every other game he scored 4+ actually. So yeah, I like this one. On the other side, we have Chris Paul. I like his assist overall. I think the assists are great
he's
for
crushing
him in this
assists this
game.
season, man.
Uh, yeah, especially against the Jazz. He had 10, 9, 10 in the three. They played 3 games already this season. This is the fourth game they played the Jazz. And yeah, I just think he's carrying this easy. 10, 9, 10. 9 game was on 20 potential assists. So even then, he underperformed when he had 9. So this is
Yeah,
also pick and roll with him and Wemby will probably correlated for when Wemby is popping
absolutely.
on pick and rolls. Chris Paul will hit him every time. So this is very well correlated as well. So yeah, I do like this one a lot.
Absolutely. Got some correlation there for the bet. That is the second official play of the day. If you guys are tailing any of the picks or just enjoying the show, please make sure you do smash that like button and consider subscribing as well. Try to get to 50 likes on the stream for today, so make sure you do continue to show us some support here. We're going to content for free. All we ask is a bit of extra support. Final game of the day, the Suns hosting the Lakers as -3 favorites. The Lakers starting to win some games, albeit not against the greatest of competition overall. The Phoenix Suns have hit a skid. They've lost 5 in a row. Kevin Durant's been injured, and that has been a big deal. He was loading up on playtime, and without that, they've struggled. And early season as well, you look at a lot of their wins, it was very narrow wins to go with it. So is this a team that could potentially be in trouble here in Phoenix, Pips?
Bradley Beal and KD are back tonight, so they are out of
Oh, I didn't even
trouble.
see KD's back.
Yeah,
They're out of trouble.
they are now out of trouble, and they are favorites, and they should win because the Lakers suck on defense. Offense kind of works well, but defense real struggle there. So yeah, not much to say honestly.
Sorry, no bets for this one.
Yeah, there are bets. I just need to figure
Okay,
out, do I go straight, do I combine something? But I think I'll just do KD over 22.5 points.
okay.
Uh,
Um,
this I am aware that there is a chance that he doesn't play huge minutes in first game back.
right.
But even if he's playing like 32 minutes tonight, which is normal for KD, uh, there are -105s there, but I'm fine to playing up to -115. Even with possible a bit minutes restriction. This line should be 26 and a half if it's not a minutes restriction. So if he gets 5 6 minutes less, it's 22 and a half for KD. And in games like this season, when you look at his numbers, he covered this line in. He actually scored 25 plus points in 7 out of the 9 games, including 30 and 30 against the Lakers. We can see that similar players. Franz Wagner just scored 37, Ingram 32, even Barrett covered. I don't know how he's similar to the, but Lakers struggle in transition. That's where KD scores most of his points. He scores a lot in isolation. They struggle against isolation as well. Post ups, off screen, Lakers struggle at everything of this. He is one of the elite mid range scorers. They allow a lot to jumpers. And you take a look at the last season for KD, like he crossed this line the entire season. Even if you take a look at the games when Dan Booker was playing, I don't think Bill is important. So let's do the games when he played 30 minutes to like 36 minutes. He covered this in 16 out of 20 games last season. So yeah, I think this is a great stuff for KD. Also, it's playing against the Lakers. Yeah, I mean, he'll be aggressive tonight, especially with coming back to a struggling team. He needs to take the lead as soon as first minute of the game.
Yeah, and on top of everything, the Suns could really use a win here, so
Yeah,
they will be very much looking to get some more out of KD. Pip says not put off by the minutes restrictions potentially. That may not even be there for KD. It's a
may
lower
not
line.
even be there, and
It may,
if it's there, he'll just not play 40. I think he'll play still 32, 34. And this line is just too low for Durant in 34. Let's just check. I'll just check the numbers. But I think here last season, KD averaged 27 points per game in 37 minutes. So it's like 25 points in 32 minutes. And I think that's the floor. So yeah.
So there you have it. That is the third official pick on the show today. Loading up with picks, even though it is only a 5 game slate, but it was 5 good games to work with, it seems. So we will keep it going here on the show. Go to the questions from you in the chat from today's stream. Any questions that you may have or any bets you want us to react to, please send them on in. And drop a like as well while you're looking down there. We have a question here just because it's topical right now. Roman asked about KD 3+ assists as well. Would you look towards a KD assist line today? It's
Yes,
two and a
it does
half
look
across the board.
up crazy line. So he had 4 and 6 against the Lakers. Overall, covered this in 6 out of 9. Didn't cover against the Clippers, but he had 6 potential assists in that game. Didn't cover against the Portland. He had 7 potential assists in that game. Didn't cover against the Dallas. Had 8 potential assists in that game. So he was supposed to cover in those games. 7 potential assists should be enough. 6 potential assists should be enough to cover, and he had 6+ in all but one game. So also played some teams that don't allow assists. Lakers do allow a ton of assists. Like they allow third most assists, fifth worst defensive rating. Uh, yeah, I think this is also a good look.
Great spot there from Roman
Even
in the
even even
chat.
even rebounds and assists as well. Like he carries this in 8 out of 9 games this season.
KD overs today. Looking
Yeah.
good. We've got
Even like point rebounds and assists at the 30 and a half is also a good play. So I think they have a KD probably like set to play like 26 minutes. I don't know, something like that, because the lines are set like he's playing under 30. I think that's not the case.
Philip asked about Adebayo under 17.5 points in his matchup against the Bucks today. Minus 125 odds.
He's playing terrible so far this season on offense. That without a question. He is under this line in every game that it's not against a terrible team. If you exclude the games against the Pacers and against the Wizards, he is under this line in 7 out of 10 average 13 points. And even the overs still came against the Pistons and against the Denver Nuggets, which is also also easy matchups. But let me just check how he performed last season against the Bucks. 31 and 16. It's not that difficult of a matchup for him. He scores a lot of mid ranges, like mid range and paint, but outside of restricted areas, short middies, and that's there. That's there for him against the Brook Lopez deep drop coverage. That shot will be there. Does he make them? I honestly don't know. He's struggling so far this season. I lean under as well, but the shots will be there for him. So
So
yeah.
if you're gonna bet it, anticipate a sweat on Bam Adebayo. Roman was also asking about Bam Adebayo, was including rebounds, but the different player here mentioned was Rudy Gobert. Double today, listed at plus money against the Rockets. I'm gonna assume it's right around plus 100. I'm just gonna double check here. Plus 110 actually at FanDuel. How do you feel about Gobert's matchup with the Rockets today?
I don't think it's a good matchup. The lines are low. Like the line for points, the lines for rebounds are set low. Rockets are not great at preventing rebounds. Like Rockets allow 10th most rebounds while being top 10 in everything else. Uh, Klingon had, if the shots are not falling, jumpers are not falling, which is expected, Gobert will have a field day on rebounding part of the game. And pick and roll against the Shengun. Shengun is great in defense this season, but he still struggles against like vertical threats like Gobert, and he could get some putbacks out there. So what's the price again?
Plus 110.
That's a good price, I'll say.
There you go. Another good one from Roman. Three more here. Then we'll have to cut it off because me and Pips have to get out of here. But we have Justin asking about Fred VanVleet under 19.5 points plus rebounds, minus 129. See if there's a better price available for that. And 18.5 actually out there at minus 105 if that's a view. That is more of interest to you. Yeah, 18.5.
The shots will be there. So I think this line is well adjusted for. I think this line is well adjusted. I think
Oh, sorry.
seeing Fred VanVleet at 14.5 points, 15.5 points is a line that's already well adjusted. Like he was, I think, 18.5 last game. Last season against the Wolves, this is telling us like story. Like 7, 11, and 22 points. Either of these is like a realistic expectation for this game. Uh, poor shooting one, poor shooting one. Then he shot kind of okay and scored 22 points. You are betting on him to miss shots if you're betting under because no spot up from the Wolves, putting ball handlers to the shoot middies and pull up threes. He kind of went crazy last game. One of the worst games Fred VanVleet played for the Houston. We lost the game probably because of him. He's the veteran on the team, and he did some crazy stuff in the clutch. Got ejected. Told every. I don't know if you saw this.
I saw. We saw. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Told every ref that you are a bitch, you are a bitch, you are a bitch.
Yeah.
And didn't got suspension. Went crazy. I think he is up for redemption game. So maybe like there are a lot of narratives for this, but I would not bet Fred VanVleet on this line against the team that wants him to shoot.
Two more. Roman asked again about Bradley Beal 15 plus points. Says it has a good hit rate. Would you consider something like this today?
Good hit rate.
Yeah, his line's
Yeah,
14 and a
I
half.
do think he'll play less minutes than KD, and good hit rate is like, yeah, he scored 15, exactly 15 points in 4 out of 9 games. So 1 point higher, he is under in 5 of 9, and this way he's over. Yeah, so good hit rate, but there's not any confidence in this
Okay.
hit rate. But he did, I don't know if every game it, yeah. So the underdoors came with poor shooting, so the volume was there, but this is terrible. He scored 17 points on 7 from 10 shooting. That's not happening. So this was actually I would say an under.
Yeah.
So overall, against the Lakers, I will still look like it. Like, I like every over against the Lakers. Yeah.
Final one here. This one should be quick because you mentioned earlier, Philip asked about Jalen Green under 21.5 points plus assists. But Pips, you mentioned earlier that he's going to be taking a ton of shots today, so there's high variance.
Yeah. I think assist probably helps he there, but I still don't like this. Even though if you look at the outside the last first 5 games, he really struggled to cover this. I feel like not betting on numbers, bet under. He can still shoot 5 from 15 tonight, so there is always a chance. And I think Udoka at least should be looking out to not play him as much because he is not good.
Yeah. We've made that pretty clear on the show
Yeah.
today, and we'll wrap it up there because we've got to get out of here. Ended the show a bit earlier than normal today, but that's all right. 5-game slate, 3 official picks to indulge in. If you guys enjoyed the show, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to keep up to date with the content here. We're live every weekday morning, so long as there are NBA games to discuss. And well, actually, there's no games on Thursday, so that's going to be one of the ones that we do not have a show for. But we're live Wednesday and Friday here. We hope to see you at those ones. Here is the official picks. The official picks from today's show. Starting off with a big SGP: Jordan Poole 20 plus points, Vucevic 15 plus points, Brogdon 10 plus points, Josh Giddey 6 plus assists. We took a plus 330 at FanDuel. I was looking at my screen. I did have a boost token as well, so see if you have one to add on to spice up that play a little bit more. Next one, in the Spurs Jazz game, we took Chris Paul 6 plus assists with Victor Wembanyama 3 plus 3-pointers made. That was minus 121 at FanDuel. Final play, we have the Lakers and Suns. Kevin Durant over 22.5 points. Minus 105 was available. It was minus 113 at FanDuel, which is fine because Pips would play this one up to minus 115. That'll do it for today's show. As I said, we're back here, same time, same place tomorrow for more from Pick and Roll presented by FanDuel.